Game of Thrones characters have been terrorized by the Night King, played by Vladimir Furdik, for 7 seasons. Jon Snow, Kit Harington, is his main rival, who is desperately trying to save Westeros from being destroyed. He has since teamed up with Daenerys Targaryen, Emilia Clarke, in a bid to combine their armies and take the fight to the Whites. But many fans believe there is only one who can defeat the Night King, Azor Ahai. The prince that was promised is a religious myth from the history who owns the Lightbringer sword thought to bring down the undead hero. Fans are largely in consensus Jon will fulfill the prophecy and become Azor Ahai. But another thinks the legend could be made up of 2 people, Jon and Daenerys. The pair may be lovers, but they are also allies, and having them both fulfill the prophecy would certainly be a twist in Game of Thrones. Reddit user Relaxed Anxiety 44 has spent time reflecting on seasons 1 through to 7, and it seems Jon and Daenerys have been following a very similar path. All throughout the series, the pair have followed a spookily similar journey and also fit the bill of the legendary Azor Ahai. The forum user writes, "Born and sent amongst a bleeding star." This applies to Jon, as we find out on the finale of Season 6 that he was born in the desert region of Westeros called Dorne, while Sir Arthur Dayne's sword Dawn, forged from a falling star, sat beside him freshly covered in blood. Jon's house sigil is a direwolf, a mythical creature. The Starks have pet direwolves in the series, although this was the first time on record of this occurring. Jon and the Starks are ice. Speaking of Daenerys, the Reddit author notes, "Born among salt and smoke." This applies to Daenerys, Dany, as she was born on Dragonstone, a smoky island off the coast of King's Landing that was the original seat of Aegon the Conqueror and House Targaryen. Dany's family sigil is a dragon. Dany and the Targaryens are fire. Their families could ride dragons. A mythical creature. Towards the end of the post, the writer surmises a lot of info, but after seeing all their similarities it seems very much like Jon and Dany are the embodiment of ice and fire. I'm not sure how the book will deal with the Azor Ahai prophecy, but it seems like the show is simplifying it, and making Jon and Dany each a half of the prophecy. One commenter goes on to suggest they are literally represented by the 2 words Azor and Ahai. It is believed the title translates to helper and mother, which would loosely fit Jon and Daenerys. With Daenerys being the mother of dragons, Jon's role naturally becomes the helper, a job he falls in naturally, having never really pursued a leadership role, just having it handed to him instead. And what's more, the theory could suggest although they both defeat the Night King, Daenerys takes the Iron Throne, with Jon becoming her right-hand man and helper. Seasons 1 to 7 are currently streaming on Now TV. Game of Thrones Season 8 will return to HBO and Sky Atlantic in 2019.